Everybody, I forgot to let you know I was going to do this because I didn't know myself. I want you to take note of the wonderful green screen back behind me. There's the green part. You can't see it. There's the green part and the black part because I does have some white hairs going on. And the white part I just rolled up because, that's the way I roll. So everything I do is, I worry about the good things, the important things. So anyway, I'm Vicki Ross, for those of you who don't know me, and I am a little bit wicky wacky. Um, and I like it that way. It makes everything a whole lot more fun. We've got enough bads. I'm fixing my hair as we talk. I always forget to do that. We've got enough serious stuff to worry about out there in the world, so let's just have some fun. I am the I am responsible for an art school online called the Ideal Art and Peace System. And those of you who know me and those of you who don't, I began painting in 2001 after my daughter died, and it saved my life. So anybody who's ever had a near-death experience or some kind of a life crisis, we all have them. That's why we're here. I'm perspiring just a little bit because I just got in. And or you end up without a job, or you've retired, or whatever, and the things that used to fill your time, like planning the family's meals for a week, or making the curtains and the matching placemats, or being the soccer mom, all those things took up all your time. And suddenly at age 50-ish, you've got free time on your hands, and nobody needs you to run soccer, and nobody needs you to cook their meals and plan them. Peanut butter sandwich works great about my house. Except Randy does cook from time. Well, he cooks all the time if there's cooking, but if we eat big lunch. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Cut. Not really. That stuff's what makes it fun. So you need something to do with your time. And it has to be something better than 24-hour TV, news stuff, and whatever. And cooking shows and what, although cooking shows are good because if you utilize what you learn in the cooking shows, that's something that you can do. And if you don't have a family to do it for, then learn how to cook from Julia Child's book and share it with your neighbor. That's something that can help you fill your time. However, art is the one I chose. And I chose it for a lot of reasons, the least of which is it's something you can do until the day you die, as long as you've got somebody tape the brush to your gnarled heads, like grandma. So, I digress. Be sure that you go to, I wrote this out so I wouldn't forget it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Where did I put it? Well, let's just do this first. Facebook group is Actually Art, and it's free, and we're building a community over there. This is all about you and your journey. It's not about me, but I've got one that is about me, and that is my Facebook page where you are right now. I've got a lighting system too, but I just haven't put it up. My studio's little. Okay, so Vicki Ross Art is the Facebook page, and this is the way you can guarantee that what I say you're going to see, because the timelines are never the same. You'll never see some of the people that you really want to hear from. So the way around that is to go to the Facebook page, and that's where I get to talk about me. All right, the other big thing is my YouTube channel, and surprisingly, it is Vicki Artist, and that's with an I. Don't put a damn E on it. I know a Vicki E-I-E, and we've been friends since first grade. Can you imagine? And we're somewhere north of 50 now, so there's that. And I'm on YouTube on Tuesday afternoons and Thursday afternoons at 4 o'clock Central Time. And what I do there is mixed media, journaling, collage, stuff to have fun. And there's a lot of people joining me. And, whoops, VickiRossArt.com is a landing page, just a one-page web page that has my biography and links to all of my social media. And believe me, I'm on every one of them. So you can find me if you want to find me. So the main thing is sign up for the group or go to the blog. That's the one I left out. The blog is Axully.com. Actually. Now, I am an Arkansas Southerner hillbilly / whatever, and I spell words the way I say them, which is phonetically. So I say, actually, are we going there? Actually, you're going to do that? So it's AXULLY.com. Are you actually going to try that? Are you actually going to listen to me? And I'm not going to say that because you may click off. But I have a story to tell you guys that is going to crack you up. I'm kind of not reclusive, but I kind of stay in the studio because I've got so much in here I can play with. There is no need to entertain myself by going to Target or Walmart every week or Tuesday morning every week. The other problem is that I don't have a place for everything I buy. My glasses are sliding off my nose. So today I met Vicki with an E at PF Chang's, and after we sat there for 2 hours and solved all the world's problems, I decided instead of going to get a pedicure on the way home, I would go to Target, which is just right there, and maybe find, I don't know, that little $3 pad of scrapbook paper that has navy blue and gold on it. It's really cool. And some wooden spools of, that stripy yarn stuff that you can use to make books and stuff with. But the spools are what I was after because they're wooden. And so you can make your own washi tape or something like that, put around the spool. That's a great plan, okay? That's at the front of the store. Go in there, get it, and leave. $10, maybe. No, I have to go through the art department and the craft department, and little things just kind of kept jumping in my lap, kind of like, I don't know, cute little buckets for $1, and they were turquoise. You can't tell, but this is my, whoops, you can't see that one. This is my storage bin back here. Turquoise is the color I use for all my bins and stuff. So little turquoise cups. I thought, well, great, that'd be wonderful sitting on the desk, because mixed media requires you to use lots of pens and pencils and brushes and all that, and they always end up rolling around on the desk, and they get under what I'm working on. It's just a big old mess. So I thought, well, I'll get a couple of those on sale for $1. Got the 3 turquoise, got the 3 white. Don't want to run out. There's other places I might use those little buckets. And then I found a gold box, like that, with white and gold. $3 closeout. I think I'll carry it around with me for a minute. Oh, and the other thing I found over in the dollar thing was a recipe tin, and it opens and the lid's flat. And all of a sudden I thought, what can I store in that? Stamps? Maybe my watercolor tins? I don't know if they'll fit all the way, but if I'm using them on the desk, I can put them in there and take up less footprint. So $5. Yeah, come on, $5. So then I walked around and I saw Magnolia Home. Oh my God, you guys. I don't need another journal. There was one there with canvas and had lined pages that were kind of strong, and it was kind of a camel color, and it had a little bit of burlap and an elastic for a pencil, and it almost came home with me, but I've probably got a lifetime supply of journals, so I passed that up. But it was cool stuff. So then I end up in the Sterilite bucket, the pools and stuff, because I've got some things back here that organize better if they're in a bin that fits in this 12-inch hole. And I kind of knew what I wanted. So, well, this is the beginning of the escapade. I'm standing in the aisle, and I reach up above me to pull down one that has some drawers. The drawers fall out and hit me in the forehead, right here. Now, that's not that bad, but there was a lady right next to me, and she said, I knew what that sound was the minute I heard it, because I do it all the time. And I have one in my garage with screws and nails, and it's every year I end up having to pick them up out of the floor because I do that. So, yeah, I couldn't get out of that when she saw me. So by the time I got out of there, I had a full buggy, but those things take up a lot of room. So we're not going to talk about that. Okay, go outside, check out first, then go outside, load it in the car. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to take my cart back up to the front of the store, which I do. And there's a car that waits for me in the, pedestrian lane for the blue-haired grandma to cross the line of traffic. And I push the buggy up, turn around, walk back and wave and smile real pretty, And they don't go, and I'll turn around and the buggy is following me. That thing was following me back to the car. So I smile and wave again, because I know they really want to get somewhere, And I go over to the pavement and I'm going to push it behind a partition they have on the side. Now, part of their decoration is this, 5-foot circle with a ring around it. Well, it's so big you can't really tell it's their logo, okay? But in hindsight, I figured out that's what it was. Now, in the middle of this, the red part, which is also from their logo, the red part is crumpled ground glass. Red. And it's sticking up all over the place. And it may not be glass, but boy, let me tell you something. If it isn't, it missed a good opportunity. So, I'm pulling my buggy back for the second time. The car is still waiting for me to get my job done. And the buggy caught the heel of my Birkenstock and it came off. I land right in the middle of that glass-filled circle. Well, I didn't land, but my foot did, which was just about enough to make me land in that circle. And I am not going to cry. I know that I can get my shoe back on and it'll be over with and that car can go and, whatever, we're all happy. It made me jump and the other shoe fell off. Now I've got both feet in that circle of crushed glass. At this point, I'm hurting. And I could kind of stand on one foot long enough to get the shoe on, but the shoe I needed was over there, and this was the wrong shoe. So I had to cross my leg and stand on one and try to cross my leg over the other like I was doing a fancy dance or something, and get that shoe on and then get the other one on. And I prayed to God that there wasn't any glass particles stuck to my foot that would continue to stick me as I walk. Okay? Take the buggy over, turn around, come back. Now I am feeling the heat, if you will. And then I got back to my car. That car went on. They saw the whole thing. They saw this sort of fluffy grandma, sort of senior blue hair, except we don't use white minks anymore on our hair, so blue hairs are out of fashion. That was a 70s thing. We don't want to go there. I get back in the car, and I'm still thinking about going to get my foot nails done, but I decided they could wait another day, that I probably better get my happy ass home before I hurt myself or somebody else. So the moral to this story is find something to do that will keep you out of the stores, even though I just go maybe once a month, But I know people that shop every day, go somewhere. Find something to do that's creative, something that you can reinvent yourself with. And I have the solution because my class will teach you it's supposed to be a 6-week class, but I bet you it's more like 6 months. We just finished the first run and the first group of students did really well. And what it does is it teaches you in that time frame everything that I had to piece together myself over 15 years. I didn't have a curriculum to follow. So this is almost like a college class. You learn the basics and da-da-da-da. And then you don't have to get out and go to the store, go shopping and fall on the glass logo. Target doesn't carry that stuff anyway, but you get all the materials delivered right to your doorstep. $290 value. And that'll have you up and painting in no time. So that's my solution to what happened to me today. You won't fall in the red target circle. And you won't have your big butt up in the air for the car that's watching you and waiting for you to see it. You can maintain your composure. And now all I have to do is remind you again Axully.com and sign up for my blog, because sometimes these things are just better when they're written down. Okay, you can polish them a little bit. And that's what I do. I do a blog post once a week, and that will help you get acclimated when I do start the launch for this class, that you can find out about it. And this is the only sales pitch you get. I mean, yeah, right, I couldn't be a car salesman. Ain't no way. So all I have to do now is get myself out of this studio, which is littered with empty boxes that I moved. And I'm going to try to see you next Wednesday at around the same time, 4 o'clock-ish. That's about right. I can remember that because I do Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube and Facebook today. And the Facebook ones have a blue circle in the title. All right, before I get off, I think I've said all I need to say. Stay away from the Target circle logo on the concrete when you're wearing Birkenstocks and you end up barefoot, not by your own choice. So, bye.